Hi there, Susan Liddy here, and I am standing outside the doors of the Fearless FEMPreneur 7 Steps to Six-Figure Success live event. We are so bummed that you couldn't make it this weekend, and we know that you're sitting at home. We want to get you in on the fun. I'm going to be teaching all of these steps to all of these women in there, and you can be a part of it too. Get some sneak peeks, get some surprises throughout the weekend from the event. Opt in, enter your name and your email, and I will see you on the inside. Bye for now. To really build your presence, to build your network, you got to hang out where your tribe hangs out. So we're kind of coming back to this target market idea, you know. You got to be familiar with them enough to be able to understand where they are so that you can hang out where they hang out, and you can hang out where other people that serve them hang out, so you can build relationships. Right? Does that make sense? And so I hang out with my tribe all the time. I travel. I was in Orlando earlier this year. I was in Los Angeles a couple times. I've done local, events and things here. These are people who I'm friends with. These are people who I'm just getting to know. Some of my clients are in these pictures. And then we post these pictures on Facebook, because what does that do? It helps make me real to the online people. And you want to be real, right? I mean, you're a person. You're not like some digital address. So you've got to show that you're real. We're going to have Rachel come up in a little bit, and she's going to give you some cool social media tips and tricks. Like I said, she's our social media goddess on my team. So you got to hang out where your tribe hangs out. And if you look on page 6, you'll see that there's a sheet there. We're going to run through this really quick, and we're going to do it as a group. So page 6, I want you to think about right now, places where your ideal client hangs out. Think about that and write down a few ideas. Where does your ideal client hang out? At the gym, at a mom's club, at a networking event, at the local church? The wine bar. That's one of my hangouts. In fact, does anybody then we'll really dance. Places where my ideal client hangs out. Places where my ideal client is already spending money. These are other niches. Where is your ideal client spending money? What other businesses does she or he or they purchase from that you can partner with? Don't discount online groups. Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups. What about workshops? What workshops do you think your ideal client would attend? Yes. What hobbies do they enjoy? And if you enjoy those hobbies too, go hang out there. If you don't enjoy those hobbies, either go to see if you have an interest and then hang out there, or don't do it at all, because I always want you to be authentic. What business building workshops and events does he hang out in, or other businesses that serve that person hang out at? And consider local networking groups. Here in the San Francisco Bay Area, we have amazing groups that meet every month. I'm a regular at the Goddess Collective, which is out in Oakland. I'm a member of the Bright Side of Life. I may actually join their leadership team. They're out in Pleasanton. In fact, Sahar Kordati, the organizer for the Bright Side of Life, is going to be here tonight on our expert table round table. So she's going to be here between 7:30 and 8:39-ish. And we're all going to let our hair down and we're going to talk about the truth about being in business. So there's a whole bunch of us going to be up here talking, chatting it up. So local networking groups as well. So now one of the sticky points for people is when I go to these things and I hang out where my tribe hangs out, what the hell do I talk about? How do I feel natural approaching somebody? How do I get into, what do you do? What do I do? Right? And so what a lot of people tell you to do is to come up with an elevator speech. A 30-second elevator pitch where you can just very quickly say who you are, what you do, who you do it for, and you have a call to action. Anybody here ever been in an elevator? Yeah, me too. So what happens in the elevator? Nobody talks. We're all like this. Don't look at me, don't look at me, don't look at me, right? Please don't do an elevator pitch because we're about relationship. We're about connection. I don't want you to go to events and networking activities and scope the room and collect 500 business cards and be like, yes. I want you to go and make like 5 awesome connections and build those connections. And through those connections, you build more connections. You build a network, right? So what I want you to be prepared with is what I would call a compelling conversation. Bless you. I want you to have some sound bites. I want you to have some short little things that tip of your tongue that can come out naturally in a conversation with someone. Yeah? So I want you to be able to say, hi, my name is. I want you to have a sound bite for who I help, a sound bite for how I help them, what I help them with or why they work with me. You can do a sound bite for your mission. That's a great way to connect. I'm on a mission to, empower the children of the world by empowering teachers to be confident and focused and balanced in their life. You could have a conversation about that. Somebody could really take an interest and you'd have fun. Wouldn't you have fun sharing your mission? And you could do when mothers have new babies and they're really freaked out and stressed out and there's all this coming at them and you have a sound bite. Well, I help them to understand the new emotions and help them develop the skills they need to not only care for their baby but to care for themselves as well. Do you think that would create a conversation that somebody would remember, right? As opposed to the stack of 500 cards. That you get home, you don't even know what to do with. So you all have these little me's inside. I've kind of talked about her just a teeny tiny bit. I believe you all have these little me's. It's like I have little Sues and little Susies and little Suzannes and little Susannas and I have so many names. Little gigglers. And your job now is to be able to just recognize her or them. When you're on that cycle of disempowerment that we're playing with here, she's present. The message that I need something, the message of love is coming from her. And it's your job to recognize her, to listen, to nurture, to be the best friend or parent that she's always wanted. But she doesn't get to decide, you see. It's not her job to run a business. That's your true self. Yeah? I think that's something that helps to make it easier when you're out meeting new people. Is something that is so simple yet can be so challenging for us. And it's challenging for me too, okay? I'd like to talk. God, I'm a talker. So I've had to develop this skill. I really had to develop this skill. The skill of listening. People want to be heard. That's one of our most important emotional needs. We want to be seen and we want to be heard. Now that's a gift that you can give to everybody that you meet, and it makes it more comfortable for you to connect with them. Yeah? And I mean that. The more I've found my voice over the years, the less I've felt the need to speak. Anybody identify with that? Yeah. It's a powerful place to be able to listen. Go ahead and turn to page 8. We're not going to go through all of these. These are ways to collect leads at events. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. Turn to page 9, follow up. Oh my God. Follow up is like such an important piece that so many people forget. And I just clicked the button, I got so excited. But following up is so important. You can't rely on the fact that the new people that you meet are going to reconnect with you. You've got to take the initiative to do that. Okay? When you get home, organize your cards. Go through them. It's actually kind of fun. I even like to write a little note as soon as I can on the back of a card that'll help remind me. And I even will have my smartphone with me. And I might just write then and there. If somebody says, you know, well, who do you know about this? It's like, oh, I know the perfect person. I'll pull it up. I'll say, I'm sending an email right now. Great, it's done. So leverage your time by doing what you can do right there in the moment. When you get home, organize your cards. Make a pile for prospects. Make a pile for potential business partners. Review your networking notepad. I recommend that you have a little notepad too. Because sometimes you can't always, get to things, and it's just nice just like, oh, email so-and-so or whatever, right? So have a little networking notepad. Smartphone. Within 3 days, send them a nice to meet you email. Do it while they're fresh in your mind, while you're fresh in their mind. And when you do that, they feel like you care. And care. Care. This isn't about false, superficial, oh, I just want to get the sale. We're talking about relationship building. We're talking about a mission, right? So I would think that you care. If they entered your raffle or a contest, subscribe them to what they won. And I'm going to talk about free gift in a moment. And sometimes you can come to events like this and they'll have sponsor tables, or they'll do, whole all group raffles, and you can give things away, and right? So we want you to have a free gift to give away. I'm going to talk about that. Find them on social media and engage with them. Rachel's going to talk about social media here in a little bit. Friend them up. Tweet them. Pick up the phone and say hello. Oh, it's a simple thing to do. And you don't have to rotary dial and try to get back to the 0 as fast as you can. If they're your potential client, you can invite them to a strategy session. If you don't know what that is, you will know tomorrow. And you're going to have some scripts and all sorts of good stuff. If they're a potential business partner, invite them to schedule a get-to-know-you-more chat. We've got on my calendar a 30-minute appointment slot for Chat with Susan. And they can sign up, or we'll schedule them, or they'll schedule whatever, and we have a 30-minute chat together. It's how I've met a lot of people, right? Lindsay and I came together at Kendall Summerhawks. She was doing the event photography. And somebody had said to me, Lindsay does headshots. Oh, I need new headshots. She was walking by, I reached out, I said, you do headshots? She said, yes. I said, I need headshots. She said, great. She took my card. She got back with me within like 2 days. I mean, I think I was even still at the event and she got back to me, right? And she does all my photography now. And she does the majority of our video. And she rocks the house. And she's also become a really near and dear friend. The free gift, okay? So this is a way that when you meet people, You have a way to get them into a place where they're on your list, and you can be giving them value, you can be serving them, you can continue to build the relationship with them. Is everybody familiar with what I'm talking about here with a free gift? This is a picture of what we currently give away on my website, and often when I'm out speaking or doing other types of things, we'll give this away. So it's how to unlock extraordinary business success, wealth, and well-being. Okay? It's a 45-minute audio that talks all about the importance of emotional intelligence within the new business paradigm for women entrepreneurs. I have more examples on page 10 of some other free gifts that we've done over the years. And what this does is it gives them value. And they get to know me better. I've given to them. And now we can build a relationship.